guys, InstaDev here, and today I'm going to be playing some Blacklight Retribution. This is UPick episode 6. We're using the SMG, and before we continue, let's start with the intro. So we got the comment from this guy. So for the primary weapon, he wants me to use the SMG muzzle, arm compound muzzle, leather accuracy barrel, and the holographic sight, followed by the Vulcan mag using the devil tag as the tag. So I did have very bad doubts for this weapon. I thought this weapon was gonna be bad and it'd probably just be like a troll weapon, but no, this weapon is actually pretty good. It's really fun to use, and it has a nice sound. It's got a nice recoil. Side-to-side recoil is good. But before I continue, let's just start with the pros and cons, and I'll tell you the recommendations and the links, blah blah blah. So let's start with the pros first. So the pros is this weapon is light. The weapon is light, and it's easy. It's got a high mobility. You can use there and there. It's good for agility. It's good for running and hit and run. Blah 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 blah. So it's gonna help you in some ways. It's gonna help you in some ways not. Secondly, the weapon has really minimum recoil, and the fire rate is really high for really high weapons like fire rate like this. Because if you have this SMG that has a mad fire rate, you're gonna have a mad recoil. But the recoil is not bad, but the stability, the way you control it, it's not gonna be so great. It's gonna put you off sometimes, but overall it's a nice weapon, and I recommend this to you if you want to use a hit and run weapon with a nice fire rate and a beast that close to combat. And plus, you only need to be level 3 to use this, and the sight is preferable. The sight doesn't affect your combat, doesn't affect anything. It's gonna help you with this and that, so it's gonna help. Okay, so let's start with the cons. First one is you do not want to use the holographic sight. Even though it's a good sight, it's just gonna ruin your aim, because the aim just like flaps up and down while you're shooting. It's gonna put you off your aim and decrease your accuracy, and it's gonna ruin your gameplay, which is not gonna be good. You wanna have the perfect weapon. Secondly, the damage input isn't so great, but the fire rate can back you up, so the damage is pretty low, but it'll help you sometimes. Thirdly, you're gonna need a large ammo pack, because the fire rate is so large. You're gonna need the extra mag, so that's gonna help you, and you're not gonna run out so easily, but it's gonna back you up in some ways not. Thirdly, the spread is really horrible when you're hip firing. It's gonna just kick up at the it's gonna kick up at the top right, so like when you're shooting, it's just gonna slowly go up to the right without letting you know, and your hip fire is gonna slowly decrease. So if that's not gonna really help you, it's gonna ruin your aim. And I'm gonna show you how the recoil, the aim down sight configuration is gonna go, how the moving left to left is good, when you jump, when you move left to left. I'm gonna show you everything to do with this weapon. Okay, so as you see right here, the bullet spread did most of the damage, most of the bullet spread went here. When he was moving abroad to the right, left and right. Okay. Okay, that was really bad, so I don't recommend you to hip fire, so I'm moving left and right. Okay, so that was not bad. Okay, so now you know how the gun works. The control, the stability, the accuracy, the recoil, the flash, side-to-side recoil, horizontal recoil, vertical recoil. You should know everything about this gun now. So let me tell you the last con for this weapon. The con is the kickback. The kickback is really, it's not noticeable, but it'll degrade your aiming, especially when you're in long range, because the range for the SMG overall is not that great. With the leather barrel, it's gonna improve a little bit, but then it's gonna add some kickback. When I mean my kickback, it's just gonna horizontally drift to the right and upwards, and it's gonna ruin your aim. It's that your cursor is not gonna move, it just does it itself. So it's gonna really help, really like, you know, put your game down. It's not gonna make you so great, but this is all the concepts. And now let me move on to the recommendations. So the recommendation is that this weapon is so good. It's so really fun to use. It sounds like it's a silent weapon. It's really fun to use. It can be really frustrating sometimes because your sight just keeps moving up and down. It will take a long time to find the best sight for this weapon because all the sights will ruin this gun. But if possibly, I say use the iron sights because that's the best sight you could probably use. But it's all up to you. I recommend this gun to you if you love to hit and run, get them easy kills, be a beast at close quarter combat, and even get some range kills if possible. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and now we'll see you in the next video. Peace.